Hey everyone. First time doing this on Instagram instead of Facebook, and then I will cross-post. Experimenting here. So today is May the 19th, 2020. This is our daily spread. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the collective energies, and it's a doozy out there. It feels kind of exciting. Feels kind of new. Kind of some old energies blowing away. Feeling this Gemini ramp up. The sun leaves Taurus today, right? Moves into Gemini. And we're ramping up for this new moon in Gemini, which I've already been feeling, and it's only going to get stronger, I'm sure. Venus is retrograde in Gemini. Mercury's in Gemini, and it's home. So I'm going to ask for 3 cards today for the collective. And there they are. Okay. All right, let's see what we get today. All right, recent past, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands energy. So Wands are the fire sign. Fire is desire, passion, will, creativity, and sexuality. The Aces is the energy of the number 1, everything and potential. So this hand is actually coming out of the future side. Image is reversed, so past moving toward the future. So this hand, this flesh-colored hand with an active red-colored sleeve, is bursting through this portal of spiritual intuition and a sudden burst of insight represented by yellow, grabbing a hold of this green wand. Everything in potential, new beginnings. This is the beginning of a new fire cycle. This is actively grabbing a hold of something that you've been hearing you needed to do, that you're passionate about, and something maybe you've been resisting, and this is just going for it. There's a lot of energy. Green is the color of emergence, rebirth. It's also the color of the heart chakra. But it's like the leaves returning after a long winter in the spring on the trees. It's this emergence, and you can see all the energy emanating from you grabbing a hold of this Ace of Wands. So we're getting to work, and we feel good about it. It doesn't feel like work. And now moving into the present energies for today. Major Arcanum 20, Judgment. This is the penultimate card. So in the tarot, you have 22 major arcanum and then 56 minors divided into 4 suits. So in a 3-card spread, when you have a major arcanum, it's the trump card. You really want to pay attention to it. So this is the number 10 on the upper octave. Below it is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, 10 is anomalous in numerology because only 1 through 9 really exists, because everything condenses down to a single digit. However, in both Kabbalah and in tarot, the number 10 does exist. To me, it's a portal. It's moving one foot in the new and 1 foot in the old. You're kind of straddling these 2 old cycles of the spiral. Because 10 is odd and even at the same time. It's 10 and 1, so it's red and blue at the same time. It's this moving. It's finality and renewal simultaneously. So we can see the angel. Now the tarot is divided into 2 perfect squares, one on top of the other. The top square represents the sky. It's your spirituality. The bottom square is the ground. It represents being physical. And as humans, we're spiritual and physical at the same time. So we occupy the center square. You can see this angel bursting through. The sun is behind him, and the card just before this in the Major Arcanum series is the sun card. So this is the sun in the past. This angel is coming forward, bursting through this light blue spiritual circle in the sky, raining down logic and divine masculine active energy. Yellow represents logic, intellect, and idea, knowledge, and red is masculine energy. Dark blue is receptive, intuitive knowledge. So he's blowing the sound of the trumpet, this flesh-colored trumpet. So this is disseminating divine wisdom from the spiritual into the physical, into your human form. This could be your higher self kind of calling you forward as well. But what's important here on the ground is that we see our masculine and divine, our masculine and feminine principles, divine masculine, divine feminine, and they're meeting in the middle. Now, all three of these figures are you. This is the Trinity within yourself. Both the feminine and the masculine have gone through this labyrinth of red action. They've both taken many twists and turns to finally meet in the middle. It's not been an easy path for either side of your dualistic self, but the angel is blessing this union as the red and the blue finally unite, and it's destined and it's happening, and it's a co-creation, so you have to do your part to get here. And this resembles that you have done your part. And what's raising out of the middle of the card to meet the sound of this trumpet from the angels is your spiritualized being. That your light blue spiritualized being with this vortex of intuition, divine feminine energy around the crown chakra. It's coming out of this catacomb encased in yellow knowledge. You've done your work. And this spiritual being is being rebirthed, symbolized by the color green, into the physical world. This flesh-colored mountain right behind it. And the other mountains are light blue, spiritual. So this is a very powerful card. It's and as I was talking about, we're moving from Taurus into Gemini. We're kind of moving into a new chapter here. We've been stuck and stagnant there for a little while, but this is your higher self emerging due to the union of your masculine and feminine archetypes within yourself, and you're being called forth by this angel on the side. Now, in relation to the card that's in the past, right behind it, since this hand is grabbing a hold of it from the future side of the card, this card is very much linked to this portal on the ground. So I see a big time link in between Judgment, the major arcanum 20 in the middle, and this recent past grabbing a hold of the Ace of Wands, this new potential in your fire energy. So what are we moving into in the near future is the Six of Cups. It's a very beautiful card. 6 is one of the 369 crystalline grid numbers. 369 rule the universe. It's the language of the universe. It's Buckminster Fuller. It's Nikola Tesla. If you look on my YouTube channel, there's a video about vortex math and the numbers 3, 6, and 9 and how they relate to the tarot. But they're very important numbers. And the number 6 in numerology stands for compassion, cooperation, and harmony. And cups being the water sign speaks to your emotional life. So this could be after grabbing a hold of this Ace of Wands and having your higher self called forward from the spiritual realm, you're raising your vibration to draw to yourself some very compassionate, cooperate, and harmonious people around your emotional life. This is how you receive love from divine, how you give it back to those around you on the ground, and then the cups around the heart are how you give love back to yourself, because you can't forget to stop off and give some of that love back to yourself. Balance here, 2 is the number of balance, duality, and partnership. So I see these 3 sets of 2, one on the upper side, one on the lower side, and one in the middle. Now, as humans, if we look at the spine of the card, this represents the Kundalini energy. It's very active Kundalini energy up the spine. We bridge the sky to the ground through our heart. So the middle of the card represents the heart chakra. So there's lots of orange in the card. And orange to me represents emotional fulfillment because it's a mixture of the red and the yellow. And yellow being logic, intellect, and idea, and red being divine masculine active energy. When you take what you've learned and put it into action, you get the fulfillment of it. I always tell people that I do readings for, you can read about whitewater rafting all you want to, but until you get in the boat and experience it, you're not going to get the fulfillment of it. So there's some fulfillment here at the heart. And in the 4 cardinal directions, there's these beautiful petals of light blue spirituality and intuition, and equal amounts layers of action. So once again, I see a link in the card here. These layers of these red active petals remind me of these layers of action that were taken by the masculine and feminine, the labyrinth to get there. So this is layers of action built around your spiritual intuition. There's more knowledge coming forth in both directions. There's masculine and feminine energy, action and intuition growing out of that. And then we're blooming at both the root and the crown with putting that knowledge into action, which is why all this orange exists. And also, if you dissect the card vertically, you get that set of 2 sets of 3, and 3 being creativity, expression, and growth. And this is very balanced in the feminine and the masculine side of the card, with 3 cups on either side. So our daily spread today for May 19th, 2020 is Ace of Wands, and time is a bit out of, I see these two as very much linked because this hand is coming from the future side and this portal is opening up in Judgment. So these 2 cards could be very much happening simultaneously, but it's new cycles, potential in your fire energy, working on a creative project, being led, being guided on what to do, your higher self coming, blessed from the angelic realm because of this union of the masculine and feminine who worked so hard to get to this point, your physical or your spiritual being reborn into the physical. And 6 of Cups, your monad, your support group is going to be drawn to you because you're elevating your vibration to a point where you can allow them into your life. So that's what I get for the day. Ace of Wands, Judgment, and 6 of Cups. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching Tarot by Keyth. I'll see you soon. Much love.